My sister.
My great aunt, I found out.
My grandbig.
My friend.
Myself.
A lot of my friends on campus actually identify in some way, shape, or form with the LGBT community.
I think you can end prejudice through education and keeping an open mind.
We all have to learn how to live outside of our own skin, outside of our own comfort zone.
And honestly, the only way to end prejudice is to get rid of anything that separates us or differentiates one person from another.
It's baby steps. It's learning that someone isn't a stereotype. They have a name and a history and a background and a reason that they've come to things, or maybe they're genetically, there's a reason for who they are and what they do, but ultimately you can't hate someone for something they can't control.
I've seen prejudice happen both in high school and in college to people I personally know.
Sometimes intended and sometimes unintended, when people will use the wrong words to describe what they're saying.
I think it happens every day. That's So Gay has become part of our vernacular. We've taken it and turned it into something that has belittled what it means to love someone just because they're the same gender.
And as long as you may not understand it, you may have questions, but a lot of times they don't understand it either. And just knowing that they have the support of their family and the love of their family is ultimately the biggest thing.
The advice I would give to someone facing prejudice would be to make sure that the person understands you as a person and not just whatever prejudice they're holding against you.
No, you're not alone. I think that there's a really big piece of this that's about tolerance, but also that you should never feel alone. You should always be able to know that there are resources that you can go to if you ever need help.
They have to stand up for themselves and know their beliefs. They might not stand up every time for the littlest thing, but pick one thing that's important to you and always stand up for it.
Don't ever be silent, because if you are being treated in a way that is not deserving of you because you are equal to everyone who is around you, then you need to do everything in your power to stand up for who you are.
I think people who face prejudice should surround themselves with a lot of open-minded people and people they know they can fall back on. I think they need to be able to reach out if they need help.
If we don't keep the conversation going, if we don't keep making it clear that tolerance is the only thing that will be accepted, that once we have silence, we have nothing, and we lose all of the progress that's been made.
I'm so impressed and so amazed at the strides the LGBT community has made. It's incredible to see such a group of people with such pride in who they are and what they do, and that they'll stop at nothing to achieve equality.